You're listening to the Karl Network.
Attention parents, what you're about to see is not suitable for kids. Shoot, it's not even suitable for some grown-ups. You might want to walk away now if you ain't into these type of things.
If you're a kid, don't get on here, okay? See, that's how you do a disclaimer. Okay? You tell the kids to get out the fuck off the damn page.
I'm going to give the people what they want. Sensation, horror, shock.
I'm going to deliver the goods because I'm alive and I'm not backing down.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
This is very disrespectful.
Disgusting, vomit-inducing thing.
Hola, creepos. Welcome to another episode of your favorite true crime podcast, the show brought for creeps by creeps, whatever the fuck. I'm Vinny. There's Karl. Hi, everybody. It's Monday.
We're off to a good start. We're off to a really good start out here.
Nope.
Are you getting distracted by something over there, Vinny? I saw you look down just as you were doing your intro. It looks like you were multitasking.
No, just hiding disdain. Let's start off the creep off today.
Not even close to hiding anything.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Didn't think so. All right. Well, it's Super Chat Monday, everybody. Thanks for joining us. And I got to tell you, Karl.
Yeah.
Things are starting strong with Riley and friends.
Nice.
Thanks for the $20. Hola, creepos. Great Detroit show. A tip for the kids at home. When attending a podcast meetup, don't take 400 megs of edibles beforehand. You might just sit in the corner, eat too much, then leave without saying anything.
Oh, no.
How did you not say anything, Riley and friends?
How is that possible? 400 milligrams? That's excessive.
Agreed.
That's excessive.
Agreed. Well, this is the show about creeps by creeps for creeps. I got it right finally. It is a competition. Karl, you want to explain to everybody how it works?
I would love to do that, Vinny, because what we do on this show is Vinny and I both bring a creep from a different category. Today, it'll be the creepiest person from Detroit. We'll both present our creeps and try to convince you, the listeners and viewers, that we brought the bigger creep. Then you go to thecreepoff.com and vote for who you thought brought the biggest creep. We then tally up the votes and review those at the beginning of each episode from the previous episode. And then when somebody gets to 5 victories, the other person has to spin the wheel of consequences and do some awful things they don't want to do.
So you have a consequence due.
I do.
And I am working with the people. So hopefully we'll be able to get it done before October.
That'd be great.
I think so, too. And we'll definitely film it for you fans.
Yes, my consequence is I have to do Stuttering John's stand-up set at an open mic.
Yeah, and I'm going to put it at the right open mic, the one where everyone will be the most confused
Nice.
by the material choices.
So urban is what you're telling me. I should do the Kardashian material?
Dude, they'd love it.
Yep.
There. I don't know if you know this, man. I'm pretty sure the Kardashians are big with the brothers.
I think so, man.
All right.
It's going to work.
Let's find out who won last week's episode. We did biggest creep in the hotel. It's Danny. Hey, Danny.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Hi, Danny. Glad you can make it. So, what was last week's category? Remind me.
Creepy, or I guess biggest creep in the hotel.
That's right. That's right. My guy had a taste for toes in the middle of the night, made himself a key to a someone's room, went in there and just started going to town while they were asleep on their feet. And Karl, what did your people do again?
Oh, I brought Edward Garcia, and he was that guy who was trying to help out people, and was Narcotics Anonymous, trying to get people clean and sober, and then he was executed, and there were a ritual murder.
Yeah, that's not good.
That wasn't
ritual
great.
murder.
Bloodletting was going on.
All right, Danny, let's find out what's the news. Who won?
All right. Well, 66% of the vote. Karl and Edward Garcia wins this week. It's not Karl.
That's how you do it, Danny. You forgot how to do that for a little while.
I did.
Thank you all very much for voting for Karl at thecreepoff.com. It's much appreciated.
I feel like Joseph Collins isn't in here teasing me. Go Dolphins, Vinny. How many losses do I need in my life right now, Joseph Collins? Let's stop rubbing that in my face, too.
So the score is now 3-2.
Yeah.
And this is the beginning of my comeback.
He's the creep off comeback king. Clubbest foot I've ever seen. Watch him rock a cow G-string. Makes my eyes sting. Karl's the comeback king.
Congratulations. You got to win.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome. Danny.
Okay.
What's that? What were you saying?
I'm wondering why you skipped over that one super chat.
This one?
No.
This one?
Rick from New York for $2 says, are you uploading the Detroit video? In fact, my video editor is working on it because the way that we filmed it, it looks great. Vinny did a fantastic job. So you have all of us on the panel the whole time, but then my video editor has to go find the video clips and put them into the videos where they're supposed to be and line it up exactly with the audio. So it's going to take a minute, but we have a couple of the videos up already. You can watch the thing that we did on Julia Fox, and the second we did on Stuttering John is up on our YouTube. We'll have the whole thing for the people on Patreon and YouTube soon.
You know, it's fun. I did bring an extra cable to be able to plug in the other HDMI from your side from up in that sound booth, so we could have everything plugged in, so he wouldn't have to go through all that.
Yeah,
but it didn't really work out. Didn't really work out.
Well, we tried though.
We tried.
So
hopefully next time we'll be able to get them quicker. Everybody. Riley and friends, thanks for the $5. It's okay. I had a great time using 100% of the effort I had in my system to eat a plate of nachos while in your general vicinity.
Oh shit! I remember Riley and friends. Okay, I know exactly who this gentleman is, and I'm sorry I didn't come over and say hello to you. I wasn't completely sure if you were with our group or not. It was hard to tell.
I didn't see anybody just eating nachos.
I apologize.
Man, I didn't even know they had nachos.
Oh, I got nachos. They were not the best.
Oh man, I bet you they're great when you're really, really high on edibles.
Yeah. I'm sure
they're phenomenal. All right, Danny, thank you so much for bringing the bad news today. Stop it. But we'll hope to see you back next Monday. Everybody follow her at Danny Desolation. Thank you, dear. You're the greatest.
He's not mad at you, Danny. I promise you. I know
I'm not really mad at anybody.
I know it seems he's mad at you, Danny, but I promise you he's not.
I'm not mad at anybody.
He's just taking it out on you.
Not taking. What am I taking out on her?
No. You're being very polite to everyone.
Trying my best. Karl.
Yes.
It's a new competition today.
It is.
I'm excited for it. We just got back from Detroit. I'm overtired. I don't know about you. I'm fucking exhausted still, but I am ready to do the biggest creep in Detroit if you are.
I'm ready, buddy.
All right, ring that bell. Let's
go. All right, so let me tell you this story going on in 2012 in Detroit. These two teens from the suburbs, Jacob Kudla and Jordan Bobish, they head into the hood. They want to get some weed. So they're driving to this drug house they know about. They've been to before.
What year are we talking
2012.
Here? Wow, man, they should have legalized it sooner than that.
No shit. So it starts normally, and this guy, Frederick Young, he's like you. He's in a mood. And so he answers the door, and he's like, you know what, man? You fucking white boys come up here. You want to take everything that we have from us. It's fucked up. So they start arguing a little bit. Well, then Frederick pulls out a hunting rifle, and he tells the kids to get down on the floor. They're in the kitchen. Get down on the floor, and he smashes Jacob in the face with the rifle just to let him know he's serious.
Fuck, it wasn't like one of those cool situations when you go over to a dealer's house, like, hey, check out this new bong. It's shaped like a assault rifle.
No, yeah, it's not like, oh, where do I put my lips on there? Like, where do I get the hit from?
Where's the carb? Where's the carb on this?
Nope. Instead, they rob them. They take all their possessions and their money, and they make them strip down to their underwear. And the kids are like, kind of freaked out, but they're also like, okay, you can have all our stuff. Can we just go now? Can we just like get out of here, please?
We don't even need the weed. Can we still get the weed? Can we still just?
I mean, I wouldn't mind grabbing the weed, but you can keep it. And
I'll overpay for the weed.
I'll just
That's
go.
fine.
Like, you know what? You're in a mood. I'll just go. I'll get out of here. Well, then Philando Hunter is Frederick's buddy. These are the two drug dealers in this house.
Okay.
And he decides, nah, we can't just let them escape. They might go to the authorities or something. So he says, no, get in the trunk. They walk these kids through the house, and they put them in the trunk of their vehicle, or a vehicle. Who knows whose vehicle it is. And
probably the last guy who was there that they stole that one
right,
from.
yeah.
Sure. Okay.
And they just start driving. And they drive off to this field somewhere in Detroit, and they march these two kids out of the trunk and continue to beat them. And they're just begging, "Come on, guys, can you just let us go? Just let us go. What are we doing?
This field
here?
is halfway to my house. We could just go
Right
now.
It's fine, man. We don't. How can we even describe what you guys look like? We don't even know. You know, what are you talking about here? We'll just never come back again. There's no problems." And they decided, you know what? Now I think we need to murder these kids. And so execution style, they had the two down on their knees, guns to the back of the head, blew their brains out. 5 days, area-wide search was mounted. Bodies were finally discovered by a guy who was picking up garbage in a vacant parking lot.
Jesus.
Let's see the news report. My clip number 1 will give you some information on this.
2 Westland teenagers murdered execution style in a vacant Detroit field.
Now, 2.5 years later, their killers are going to prison for life. Fox 2's Amy Lang with more from today's emotional sentencing.
These families have waited so long for justice. Finally, their opportunity to address the men who killed their sons. But what one of the defendants had to say to them left everyone shaking their heads.
Stripped of clothes, stripped of possessions, stripped of innocence, and then stripped of life.
Joshua Babish describes the brutal deaths of his brother Jordan Babish and his friend Jacob Kudla. The teens from Westland went missing in July of 2012. Their lifeless bodies discovered days later in a field on Detroit's east side.
So basically what they show here is that the parents all get up and talk about how great these kids were and how awful this tragedy was.
Sure.
Family, friends. Well, then Frederick Young.
Now, listen, hold on a second. Before, I don't want to victim blame, but look at these two dorks.
Yeah, I know.
What are these two dorks doing in the
They
hood?
don't- you know,
they
the-
look like narcs.
All right, here's the problem, though, Vinny. I'm going to stick up for them real quick. You don't get to pick what photo your family uses after you're dead. I have a sneaking suspicion my family's going to find the worst possible photo of me, and that's what's going to go around everywhere.
You think this guy showed up to buy weed at his Little League outfit?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
That's why like they try to make him look all innocent and cute and young and stuff. That's why they
did a bad job, because in this picture, this guy looks like he's 45. This looks like a picture you would see in a car lot of the salesman they have up in the
He's an
corner.
old 17. He's an old 17.
Okay.
I'll give you that. So after all the family and friends get to say their piece, Frederick Young, the guy who was whipping this guy with the rifle, he gets to stand up and, maybe apologize to the families, maybe explain himself. This is my clip number 2 on here.
The mothers of the teens expressing the deep, devastating pain and loss left behind. Yet when Young had his chance to apologize to the families, he did nothing of the sort.
Oh.
I'd like to say sorry to the families of Ayanna Jones, Michael Brown, Eric Gardner, and I want to apologize to them for not being able to get justice for their loved ones who was murdered in cold blood. And in respect for the peaceful protest, I want to say hands up, don't shoot. Black Lives Matter. That's it, Your Honor.
No. What an asshole.
Holy shit, no way.
So that video actually went viral because everyone's like, wow, what a fucking asshole. He's talking about hands up, don't shoot. Michael Brown, Eric Gardner.
He's furthering the cause.
He is, man. He is. Black Lives Matter is his
amazing.
message.
Wow. Holy shit.
So they were both charged with first-degree premeditated murder, first-degree felony murder, torture, armed robbery, unlawful imprisonment, and felony firearms. So in addition to the life sentences that they received, they also received 50 to 75 years for torture, 50 to 75 years for armed robbery, and 2 years, which will run consecutive to all of the charges for felony firearm count.
Oh, it's good that they made sure they tacked that last 2 years on there.
And Philando Hunter also received a 5-year concurrent sentence for being a felon in possession of a firearm. But there's more than that. Philando, just a couple of weeks later, was found guilty in 2 other murders, including that of a Vietnam veteran. That was during a burglary where he went into this guy's house and then just murdered him. So these guys are creeps. Vote for Frederick Young and Philando Hunter at thecreepoff.com.
Well, it's hard to argue those guys are not creeps.
They're creeps.
That's hard to argue here. But maybe, just maybe, I have someone creepier, Carl.
Okay.
I want to introduce you to this gentleman.
Oh, no.
This is Leslie. That's right, lady's name.
What's Les up to?
Les Allen Williams. Now, I'm telling you a little bit about this guy because it goes back. It goes back with this guy. He's been a problem for a real long time, Carl. You see, he was born in 1953 on the 4th of July. His mother neglected him as a young age, so he was sent to be raised by his grandparents. In 1968, at the age of 14, this was his first running with the cops. He broke into his neighbor's house. and he got sentenced to juvenile probation. He was placed in a foster home with a relative. After a few months of being at that foster home, Carl, he decided to molest the relative's 8-year-old child.
All right, I guess I'm confused. Foster home, but also with relatives?
Yeah, like they took him out of the care of his grandparents because his grandparents couldn't take care of him properly. He was out being a problem.
Right.
So they stuck him with someone else who also happened to have an 8-year-old kid who this monster decided to rape.
Okay, that's not great.
Yeah, so he was 14 when he was fucking an 8-year-old. He was removed from the home, but just allowed to continue.
The age difference with me and my wife is greater than that. I'll just point that out.
Sure. Love is love, right, Carl?
It's 6 years. You know.
Okay. I'm 6 years older than my wife, so I guess
go.
it's all right.
See?
But I didn't meet her when I was 14. So
no, that's actually a good thing. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. He was removed from the home, but he was still allowed to continue on probation. They didn't really do anything about the fact that he was molesting this 8-year-old relative. He served he starts getting more charges, breaking and entering, damaging property. Each crime, he got more slaps on the wrist. They never really did anything about this.
He's really bad at not getting caught.
Dude, he was getting caught left and right, breaking into people's houses, breaking people's shit,
you gotta get better
raping
at that
their
shit.
kids.
If you're going to start committing a bunch of crimes, you got to get better at not getting caught.
Yeah. He served only a year before getting out. He got sentenced, and he was continued his criminal path over the next 12 years. Williams was reportedly arrested for crimes that increased in severity. By September 1983, he was arrested for sexually assaulting a woman in her home, for which he was sentenced to 20 years in prison. Guess how much of it he served?
I'm going to guess all of it, Vinny, because that's the way I just know. Okay.
No, Carl, hardly. Shit. He didn't even serve half of it. He got out after 8 years.
Okay, but he learned his lesson, though, right? Got on the straight and narrow after that?
No, he actually picked up exactly where he left off when he was a free man. He decided to pick up where he left off. He saw this 18-year-old girl in his new neighborhood. Her name was Cami Villanueva. Instantly smitten. He was stalked her for a few months, peeped in her windows. He would break into her house when she wasn't there.
How big are her tits?
Big.
Oh.
Big and nice.
Okay.
18, yeah. So he's following her around on the streets. Then on September 14th, he snuck into her house and held her down, put a plastic bag over her head,
that's not good.
Raped her while she suffocated to death.
Yeah, plastic bags are not good to have over your head.
Yeah. They caused her to suffocate. He then took her body and dropped into a shallow grave that he had dug before the assault, which makes it premeditated murder, by the way, everybody. 2 weeks later, same neighborhood, there's a pair of sisters, Melissa and Michelle Urban. Melissa's 14 and Michelle is 16.
All right, I won't ask about their breast size then.
Yeah, thank you. And
I'm afraid.
Again, he's having a good old time being not on the outside, starts stalking and following them around. He waited for them while they were walking past a house, an empty house. He leaped from his car with a giant knife and physically forced both of them into his trunk. He then took them into the woods, zip-tied their arms and feet, sliced their throats with a knife, and then raped their bodies till they died.
Oh. Okay. That's when he came, or that's when he just decided to stop?
I think he decided to stop when he came.
Yeah.
But they were dead while he was fucking them.
Okay.
Yeah. He then tossed them in next to each other in the shallow grave with the knife. So for the next 5 months, he's just going back and visiting the old gravestones where he dropped the bodies off, the last 3 that he murdered. And what he would do is he would go there just to make sure that the graves weren't disturbed, that, nobody was digging anything up. And he would jerk off in his car thinking about it.
See, that's what you do. I'm glad that he learned his lesson. He's got the spank bank material now. He's got the memories. He doesn't have to do it to more victims. Just remember the good old days, the fond times, and jerk off.
Yeah, well, that only lasted for about 5 months until he was like, you know what? Look at that little 15-year-old over there, Cynthia Marie Jones.
What was she thinking being 15 and being over there? What was she thinking?
Bad parenting, I think.
Yeah.
Either way, she's dead in a shallow grave. Murdered and raped by this guy.
Okay.
So
I had a feeling.
This guy is a complete fucking maniac. He's targeting young teenage girls, underage girls, and raping and murdering them in some of the most heinous ways possible. On May 21st, 1992, this is where his spree ends. He used to hang out by the cemetery all the time, and he saw a woman who was leaving there go and use a phone booth. So he kind of waits for her to walk out of the phone booth, pulls his car up next to it, acts like he's ready to use the phone. When she comes out, pulls a knife and tries to stuff her into the trunk. What he didn't realize is somebody was watching and saw him and called the police immediately.
Okay.
And he gets pulled over with the woman tied up in the trunk. So that being said, Now that he's in prison, or now that he's back in jail, they're going, what's going on with this? You attacked this woman. They have no idea about the other girls. He's not a suspect in those at all.
Right.
This is just an abduction. Guess who rats this guy out?
Well, who would know? I don't know.
Well, they interview his girlfriend because he had one.
Oh.
And they say, have you noticed anything suspicious? And he goes, and she says, well, he keeps taking me to this one field just to look. I don't know why he keeps taking me to this one place just to look around.
Man.
And the cop's like, where would that be? And she goes, oh, it's this field up so-and-so. So the cops go there, and oh boy, do they find Miss Villanueva, the first victim's grave.
You know, even when you keep secrets from your girl, she'll still fuck you over.
Yep.
That's the lesson I'm learning here.
Yep. They found Cami Marie Villanueva, who was buried in that grave. After this find, they go back and go, Les, why were you going to that field, Les?
Mm-hmm.
And he says, all right, you got me. You want to see some other fun stuff I did? And he drove them out to the other bodies of the other three girls that he murdered. And he told the police, I don't want to cause any trouble. I don't want to cause taxpayers any grief. I just want to be locked up. Lock me up so I don't do it again. I have no control over my life, he claimed, to be sorry for killing the 4 girls. But experts felt he was really only sorry he was caught.
Sure.
It was all just lip service bullshit.
It's hard to be sorry about something that you jerk off thinking about.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So was the regret causing you to
giving you
huge erections?
Yeah.
So either way, that's a common trait in serial killers, they say, is that like they get caught and they go, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Sure.
Because they want to be, they want some type of mercy on them for being crazy. Sentenced to prison without the possibility for parole. And he remains incarcerated at Carson City Correctional Facility in Mount Calm County, Michigan.
Macomb.
It's a different place.
One. Okay.
Different place. I know Macomb.
All right. We always get corrected by our Michiganers. So I was trying.
Yeah, they really got to just make simple names for their shit. Can it be Smith Township?
Yeah, I mean, we can't really complain because you go to Buffalo and everything's a fucking Indian name.
Oh, God, that's true.
So that's annoying, too.
That's true. So my creep, child rapist and murderer, Karl's creep, a drug dealer who and BLM supporter. You guys decide.
You decide, yes. Thank you for clarifying the BLM part of that.
Yeah, no problem. You can vote at thecreepoff.com. In fact, the poll's up there right now. Don't go away, but maybe open up another window and vote for your pal, Vinny. We'd appreciate it. You want to catch up on some Super Chat?
I would love to. I love celebrating Super Chat Monday with my friend Vinny.
No. Riley and Freds, it's okay. I get a great time using 100% of the effort I had in my system to eat a plate of nachos while in your general vicinity. Well, I'm happy. Hola, creepos. Maybe a whole month of creepiest court people. Judge, lawyer, bailiff, juror. Might leave my notorious Scum Parade song as a voicemail. I think we did jurors not too long ago, didn't we?
That is a good idea. With my court cases coming up and Aaron Imholt's court cases coming up.
I pitched you the idea of doing
about it.
Like creepiest lawsuit sometime where it's
we talked about
somebody's
that.
got to sue over something completely insane.
Yeah. There's actually one I can think of off the top of my head.
Well, no, I'm thinking creepier. Like,
Sure.
hey, this guy damaged my dead baby collection. I want to sue him. Like, I'm looking for something.
Oh,
like
you've already
that.
been researching this, I see.
Nah, I didn't find that one. I didn't find that one. Rocco or B, thanks for the $5. The Dabbleverse has featured Julia Fox enough that she, like totes, deserves her own super tip of
That's
voice.
a good call. We don't really have a vocal fry girl on Super Tips.
I was just explaining that to my wife, how vocal fry just makes me want to rip a woman's throat out.
Mm-hmm.
It's the worst thing in the world. Sweaty Tryhard. Thanks for the $9.99. Thanks for helping me with the ticket. Almost made it. And thank you to the chatter who helped me with the ticket.
Oh, well, I'm glad you almost made it, and I'm glad we could help.
All right.
It's a fantastic show in Detroit. Thanks everyone who came out.
Fast Fat Guy 666. Thanks for the $2. Feels weird playing this Windows down at red light. It should. It should.
You should get some looks from people. Yes.
Riley and Friends makes a good point. Vinny wins immediately. Thank you.
That was before.
Riley
That
and
was just
Friends.
showing the picture. That's too soon to make a determination.
Laverne Mystic, thanks for the $5. Karl's kids didn't listen to JJ Bittenbinder. Don't go to stop number 2. Fight then and there. You might get hurt, but next stop gets closer to your doom. That is 100% correct. Do not go to a second location with anybody ever.
Nope. They're not going to be like, all right, now you can go.
When I hear of Shallow Grave, I think of Norm's bit. It's hard not to. I don't want to burden the taxpayers. Gunshots.
Yeah, he could have taken care of that for us.
Well, he was in custody.
Yep.
They could have just left him a rope and a wobbly stool.
Sure.
Would have done the same thing. Riley and friends, again, thanks for the $5. To be fair, he didn't have to admit to the other ones. Maybe he was sorry. Could also be crazy. Probably that one, actually.
Yes.
There you go.
I think a lot of these guys just want credit for it. You know, they've been keeping the secret for so long. They're just like, all right, I got to tell you all the cool shit I've been up to. It's actually pretty outstanding. You guys had no idea.
What I find weird are the people who are locked up for insanely long periods of time, 20, 30 years, 25 years into their sentence. They're just like, hey, by the way, I did this too. Like, that's weird to me.
Oh, yeah, it's stupid.
Very.
Yeah. Don't ever do that.
But if you realize you're never getting out and you want to be more notorious, make some headlines, get some attention, maybe. I don't know.
Don't confess to crimes, whether you did them or not. Don't confess to them.
No self-snitching.
Yeah.
Remember, kids, that's a rule here at the Creep Off. Stop self-snitching.
Attorneys don't like it. It makes it very difficult for them to do their job.
All right. So that worked out well. That was a good competition. That's got a lot to think about this week, people. Let's do a cop cam. What do you say, Carl?
Let's do it, buddy.
I can't wait to see Carl's cop cam. Fight with the cops for no reason. Will you please show me Carl's cop cam? Lose all your rights, ruin your life.
Today's cop cam comes in from Boner Guy 69. You know him, you love him. Boner Guy.
Ooh, hi, Boner Guy.
Sent in a bunch of suggestions, and this one is interesting because it's a little change of pace for us, Vinny. You know, oftentimes I get accused of being a bit of a bootlicker when we play these cop cam videos. Sometimes my buddy Johnny Furica, former detective with the RPD, comes on the show, and everyone goes, look at Carl kissing the ass of law enforcement.
You really don't, lick their boots. It's more of like an ass kiss.
Yeah, it's too much. I don't even like myself afterwards, but it's because these perps just act so ridiculous, and the police have such great patience, and they do a good job with the way that they handle themselves in a lot of these cases. When we watch these cop cams, not today. Wow, not today. There's a road rage incident that the police are pursuing, so they're driving very quickly to try to get caught up to these two cars that are fucking with each other on the road. Clip number 1 will get things started.
Let's see what's up.
On the night of September 16th, 2022, officers from Fort Lupton and nearby Platteville respond to a 911 call regarding an incident of road rage in Weld County, Colorado. The caller claims a woman in a Toyota Tundra has been tailgating and antagonizing him in traffic, and allegedly even pulled a gun on him at one point as they were driving down Highway 85.
All right, so that's pretty serious.
I would say so.
Pulling guns on people and stuff.
The second the gun's out of the holster, there's a problem.
So they finally catch up to the woman in the truck that apparently is the road rager. And clip number 2 is them showing up.
Sergeant Pablo Vasquez of the Platteville Police Department initiates the stop, while Officer Jordan Steinke of the Fort Lupton Police Department is the second one to arrive on scene. Neither of them seem to notice that Vasquez has parked his patrol car in a very dangerous spot.
Okay. So they're just, in a hurry. They think this woman has a weapon on her, and they want to make sure that they neutralize the situation. So they come up here, Vinny, guns are drawn.
Right.
They're pointing at this truck and get your hands out of the vehicle, out of the window, slowly open the door, come out, and you'll see what they're dealing with here. My clip number 3.
Okay. I see a little bit of foreshadowing
you might.
in this image.
You might.
Okay. Let's see what happens in 3.
Driver, let me see your hand. Let me see your hands.
Another Fort Lupton police officer arrives on scene to provide backup.
Right behind you guys.
Dispatch Lupton 346. We're giving commands. Her hands are out the window at this time. Dispatch Lupton 346. She's out of the vehicle. Hands are visible.
Okay, this woman is a 20-year-old woman, we find out, who works for TSA.
Oh, not TSN.
No, TSA.
Okay.
And
guilty. Send her to jail.
Works for TSN. Which producer is that? I don't know.
Kaylee.
Yeah. So then she gets out of the vehicle and backs up slowly, and we get to cuff her.
Okay.
So threat is being neutralized here. Clip number 4.
Okay.
Keep your hands above your head.
Don't move.
What's going on? Why am I doing? We'll explain everything in a second.
What Officer Steinke doesn't realize is that she's about to make a mistake that will change all of their lives forever.
Okay, little foreshadowing there.
I don't like this Officer Stanky. Is
Yeah.
that her name?
Yeah, I don't either.
I would pronounce that very differently if I were her.
Yes.
It's Stanicky. I would anything but Stanky.
Sure, she had some nicknames in school.
I'm sure she did.
So this woman's
now.
very confused. She's like, what's going on? They're like, nope, get in the vehicle. So they put her in the back of the squad car there, as you saw. And then they're going up to look at the truck and just search it, see what's going on. They did find a gun in there. So they want to see what else is in there. Clip number 5, things get a little hairy.
So there was a gun.
There is a gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
It took her a long time to pull over.
I got a holster right here in the passenger seat.
Okay. It took her a very long time to pull over.
I'm going
Did you
to.
see her toss anything?
I she could have because it took her a long time to pull over.
Okay. I'm going to put my rifle away and I'll come back and help.
Sergeant Vasquez and Officer Steinke continue the vehicle search, noticing only too late the sound of approaching disaster.
Tossed it out the window?
She could have out that window, but who is that? Hart?
No, that's Tom check. Oh, oh my god!
He parked on the railroad tracks, this fucking guy. Parked the car on the railroad
Didn't
tracks.
that train see the sirens? What the fuck are you doing? I can imagine these cops working over the engineer.
Yep.
It's all the engineer's fault. We had sirens on.
Yep.
You're interfering with the investigation.
Well, it did hit the cruiser that they had there, and it knocked the cruiser about 60 yards. Vinny.
Jesus, can we watch it again? Can we
No,
see it?
we're going to see it again. Don't you worry.
Okay, good.
We have better angles of that. But first, my clip number 6, they're like, hey, that woman that we just pulled over, which car did we put her in? Do you remember which car we put the perp in? Wait, was that my car? Or did we put her in clip number 6?
Oh, fucking no.
The officers know they've witnessed the destruction of the Platteville patrol car, but it takes a moment for them to realize the true nature of this disaster.
Are you okay?
Was she in there? Was she in there?
Oh my god, yes she was! Dispatch 10-346, status medical emergent. The suspect was in the vehicle that was hit by the train.
Finally realizing that their mistake tonight has led to tragic consequences, the officers rush down the tracks to see if there's any chance that the woman in their custody has survived.
Oh, look at that car. The car is mangled. Oh, boy.
I believe a great philosopher once said, and that's why pencils have erasers.
That's correct. Yes. Mistakes are going to happen. So clip number 7, I just labeled this one. Uh-oh.
This one's uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch the fence. Ma'am, can you hear me?
Injured party in my unit. She's waiting for the head.
So just confirm, is the bleeding serious?
Yes. Very serious.
Copy.
Okay. So now they're calling EMTs and they got to get fire trucks down there to try to get her out of this car because it's just mangled and you can't open the doors or anything like that. This cruiser is fucked. In my clip number 8, you're going to see just how much damage there is to this vehicle.
I believe number 8 is titled Cruiser is Fucked.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, all right.
The sight of the destroyed police vehicle is enough to signify how miraculous it is that the woman is alive, despite the fact that she was handcuffed the entire time.
Thank you.
I'll get him off now.
But the mangled steel will make it difficult to provide assistance to the woman, even for the EMTs arriving on scene.
She's conscious and breathing. She can't talk, but she's moaning.
Oh, boy.
She was handcuffed the whole time, so
Yeah.
she's just getting thrown on and she can't brace herself
She can't
because her
brace
hands
herself.
are behind her back.
She's sitting there watching this train coming straight at her. She's like, what the fuck?
Officer! Officer!
Yeah. Any assistance? Hey, anyone? Heads up?
Well, you know, it should tell you this. When you're getting pulled over by the police, just pull over when they pull you over. Don't ever do it by the train tracks.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
So, of course, this female officer who put her in there, who's a fucking dum-dum.
Officer Stanky?
Yeah, Stanky. Now, Stanky's all upset.
About what?
Yeah, I know. This is what I mean. You can't watch this clip without being sexist. It's impossible. Try it. My clip number 9.
Are you okay? Hey, I love you, and I care about you. Go sit in my patrol car. I'll get care, okay? Okay. Just take a deep breath.
Not only did she fuck up, but now she's crying about it. Is this what we need? Is this what taxpayer money is going towards?
Do I really need
Colorado?
to see the cops give each other fucking ridiculous affirmations? I love you and I care about you.
We're going to get through this together. Not so much you, but I'll get through it because I'm not the one who put someone on the train tracks when they were handcuffed. Slam the door on them.
How the fuck do you just leave your car sitting on the tracks as a cop?
So the funny thing is that the one cop's the one who parked there and the other cop's the one who put the woman in there and then walked away. So they both have a degree of fault in this. Now, we're going to talk to the conductor. The conductor finally gets the train stop, comes back to ask like, hey, what the hell just happened? I just slammed into a car, I think. Clip number 10.
So we thought they were on the road until we turned the corner and then our lights hit the cars. Yeah. And then we put it in emergency, but yeah, we're going 50 miles an hour with 1,000 tons. Yeah. Wow. It was just an empty vehicle we hit, right? I think the suspect, the lady, she was in the back. I think she's okay.
You do?
While the woman is alive, however, it remains to be seen if she's actually okay.
Yeah, I'm sure she's fine. She's in that giant pile of rubble over there. I'm sure she's good. You know, like I remember when they went down.
She's a 20-year-old too, right?
Yeah, she's 20.
Oh,
I remember
boy,
when they went down after 9/11, and they're like, "Oh, let's find some of these people who are fine, who are okay. Let's just start going through this rubble." Probably a bunch of people.
If
just
I'm the
hanging
cops, I am planting every drug imaginable in her car. I'm gonna frame this bitch for all of this.
So yeah, he was going 50 miles per hour with 11,000 tons, is what the conductor said.
At 50 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's some impact right there.
If I have 3 beers and a train.
No, you know that saying, like, you looks like you got hit by a train? Like, this woman would be like, oh, I've done that. I know exactly what that is. Yeah. It's not great.
She's not going to be able to say it like that because her mouth is on the other side of her head now. But, you know.
Good point. So the firefighters finally come and get her out of the vehicle. And now the police officer, because there's like sergeants showing up and, you know, the supervisors are coming down to see what's going on. And so they're like, humming, not my fault. You know, they're throwing each other under the bus. Clip number 11.
If Sergeant Vasquez is downplaying the extraordinary destruction of his vehicle, he also seems to distance himself from the mistakes made here tonight.
We cuffed her, and I didn't think the Lupton officer was going to put her in my car. I just didn't, and she did. She put her in my car. So she put her in your car. Yes, and I.
Team Bridge 622, copy the welfare check 500.
I'm still concentrating. So then now once she's, well, I didn't know she was in my car because I remember when the train hit, I said, was she in my car? And she said, oh my God, she was. You know, the one good thing is the female officer put her, that's my chief calling me. Put her on the wrong side. It was saving grace. Because if she would have put her where the prisoners go. On the passenger side? Okay. So she put her over there, okay.
The only good thing about this is that you had the body cam footage for us to watch.
Yes.
Everything here is abysmal. It's a complete failure.
So now the Colorado Bureau of Investigation shows up and they want to see what's going on. We're going to learn about the injuries this young woman.
Where is this Officer Smelly? We need to speak to Officer Smelly.
Good number 12.
The Colorado Bureau of Investigation would later classify Urini as having suffered serious bodily injuries from the crash. And Urini's lawyer would tell the media that his client lost teeth, suffered a broken arm, multiple broken ribs, and a traumatic brain injury. Her mother would start a GoFundMe page to raise funds for the expenses. Soon the Colorado Bureau of Investigation arrives on scene to handle the crash inquiry, and their agents see the devastation for the first time.
Can you imagine sitting in that car with your
Put your hands tight behind your back.
Seen the train coming?
See the train coming?
No. That's terrifying.
Oh,
You think?
we needed the CBI to tell us that? Okay, good.
So my last clip on here, we're going to find out, we're going to see the crash from a couple different angles.
Okay.
And then we'll find out what happened to these police officers.
Great.
It's a longer
saw
clip.
the
It's worth it.
train, and I started to make a step because I saw that the custody was not in hers. Started to make a step towards trying to get her out. Knew I didn't have time. Yelled for you guys to stay back, and that was it.
As extraordinary as the dashcam view of the crash is, the scene is somehow even more frantic from the officer's body cam video.
Move your car! Stay back!
Officer Jordan Steinke was found guilty of reckless endangerment and third-degree assault charges in July 2023 and sentenced to 30 months probation and 100 hours of community service. Sergeant Pablo Vasquez pleaded guilty to reckless endangerment and received a sentence of 1 year of unsupervised probation. Both officers were fired from their respective departments.
Well, I was about to say, probation, everything sounds good, but were they allowed to keep their jobs? Absolutely fucking not good.
Yep. And I'll tell you this, the woman here received $8.5 million.
Feels light.
Well, it's funny, for all the times we watch people say they're going to sue the police department and I'll have your job and all this kind of stuff. This is actually the example of where that all happened.
You know, I have to wonder if obviously they probably got a lawyer. It wasn't just like a settlement offer.
Oh, no, it was, an attorney stepped in and made sure that she got what she deserved. And it turns out the guy who was apparently that she was road raging against was just brake checking her down the street for a while and just fucking with her. So there were no charges for her at all in any of this. She did nothing wrong. She's licensed to carry the gun. There were no charges. There's no reason for her to get pulled over and treated like that in the first place.
You know, man, it's really nice to get $8.5 million, but it's pretty bad to have a fucking traumatic brain injury to get it.
Yeah. I know. You're a Dolphins fan. You know how that is.
Oh, please. That guy gets paid a lot more than $8.5 million to be retarded on the field.
That is true.
Oh, God, he stinks so much.
Sorry to bring it up.
Thanks. All right, here we go.
Well, thank you, Boner Guy 69. Fantastic cop cam footage.
I'm not in the habit of thanking Boner Guy 69 often, but this time I will. Thank you very much. Great job.
Way to be
We
the bigger
appreciate
man.
it.
Proud of you.
I'm bigger than most people. I'm always the bigger man. All right, Carl, I believe it's time for some voicemails, and they're brought to us by our good friends in Syracuse.
The Creep Off voicemail segment is brought to you by the city of Syracuse. Syracuse, where even we're not trash enough to make a joke about this. See you in Syracuse.
Where did he record that from?
I don't know, a toilet bowl? I don't even get the joke on that one. I think he's talking about Charlie Kirk.
I think so too.
But I got a lot of jokes about that.
Okay. Save those for your other show, buddy.
Please.
There was something I forgot to mention last week. Ron, the electrician here again, suggesting the consequence idea of having a child. Karl, if for some reason you do land on that consequence, you're not allowed to get out of it again, this time with an abortion. Okay? Abortion guy.
Sounds good.
That's right. No cheating. Okay, here we go.
I gotta say, the funniest thing about the Chuck E. Cheese crime video, never would have pinpointed a black man for that crime in Florida. Legit. That was funny.
Okay. I'm not really sure why wouldn't black men use people's stolen credit cards for purchases.
Yeah, because Chad took them out before they could get to them.
I see.
Yeah, I just signed up to the Patreon to listen to the induction of Daniel Alexander to the Creep Off Hall of Fame.
There you go.
And when he said his journey all started with this bracelet, this tape measure bracelet that is impeccably accurate from my perspective and very durable, he did it because he liked it and realized that the owner of the small business is a good human being. I don't even think you need to read between the lines with that. Like, what the fuck? Don't come to school tomorrow.
Yeah, Daniel Alexander was really creepy in some of those videos. I don't know what he wants a little child penis-sized fucking tape measure for that he carries around with him.
Yeah, we definitely discovered things about woke dad that we did not know before. He apparently is hiding in plain sight as a groom, right? Had multiple conversations in Detroit about that. People who were quite disturbed by that episode of the Creep Off.
Yeah. All right. Our boy Podcast Prophet checking in.
Hey there, boys. Podcast Prophet here. Holy Spirit is speaking through me. Did you know that they're going to make a new version of tennis called Silent Tennis? It's like tennis, but without the racket.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so Creep in the Wild, and this is a real story. I live in Western New York, near Rochester. Anyways, this lady posted that works at one of the schools on Facebooks, and she said that, the thing that happened yesterday with that Charlie Kirk guy, that she was glad and that people were being so compassionate so she didn't have to, and that his children would be growing up in a better world now that their father is dead, basically. And I hope that woman gets fucking fired. What a fucking piece of shit cunt. Love him or hate him. I was middle of the road. I thought he was entertaining at times. Didn't agree with him all the time. But for that to happen just because you're talking is reprehensible, and that reprobate cunt can go fuck yourself.
You calling the Creep Off to rat out somebody's Facebook post, bro?
Well, I was listening to my buddy Drew Lane talk about this and talk about people who are getting fired and stuff because they're celebrating online for this. People don't know what freedom of speech is. It's so weird that you think that, like, oh, a guy deserves to die because he said things I don't agree with. Like, that's not how this country works.
Mm-hmm. I'll take it one step further. There's no joy anywhere in my heart about what happened to this fucking guy. This is horrible.
Yeah, it's
whether you like
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a terrible thing to do.
Yeah.
But what's bothering me, what's kind of really making me upset is when I'm seeing people who, what's her name? Vortman in Minnesota. She was the Speaker of the House, Democrat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shot and killed walking her dog. Politically motivated. Democrat killed. That was in June.
Yeah.
Nobody gave a fuck.
Well, there's a couple of very big reasons for that.
Why is that?
Charlie Kirk is a celebrity. Known nationally, and also was in front of a giant group of people who were filming him when it happened, and we've all seen the footage of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very different.
Yeah, well, that lady's also a mother of two and a Sunday school teacher.
Oh yeah,
I'm saying is the loss of life is awful.
Yeah,
there's nothing to rejoice here.
Of course,
the problem is the rhetoric, and the problem is not just one-sided. It goes both fucking ways.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you think, what side of the aisle you're fucking on. Everybody should be taking a hard look at themselves. That's all I have to say about that. It's fucked up. R.I.P. Charlie. God bless you and your family. That's all I got to say. People need to chill the fuck out. They do.
I agree, buddy. I'm with you.
Yeah. And then I just hate this shit. Somebody makes a Facebook post, and I don't like anybody ratting out people's Facebook posts and trying to get them fired.
Right.
I think that's bullshit, right or left. So fucking stop that shit too, everybody.
But also stop being ghoulish and celebrating someone's death.
Agreed.
Because it's actually demonic when you do that. You're a ghoul.
Yeah. All right, Karl.
Vinny, are we gonna get through this, buddy?
Maybe. We'll see.
Do you want to? Do you have more voicemails?
No.
Do you want to celebrate Super Chat Monday with me?
Yeah.
Will that make you happier?
Maybe. And then the size of the boy, we got a lot of super chats today.
I know.
Okay, here we go. Labyrinth Mystic, thanks for the $5. We got to find you a cop cam of cops getting called on Homeland Security, ATF, ICE, Sheriff, the dick-waving egos between the different branches of the law. I found a video that I wanted to show in Detroit, but I couldn't find the whole thing. I only had too small of a clip of it to make it worth anybody's while. But it's two gang units in Detroit that converge on the same crack house at the same time.
That's
hilarious. And they all have their guns on each other. And like telling each other to drop the guns, not knowing the other ones are cops, and they all get into a giant brawl.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Yeah, but the cops don't want people to see that video. It's
right, yeah, it's probably hard to come by.
Yes, but that shit is out there, so I'll look for it. Fast Fat Guy 666, women shouldn't be in the armed forces or cops.
I mean, I guess some can handle it, not that one. That one.
Is he quoting Charlie Kirk, or I'm just curious. Labyrinth Mystic, how many drunk and drugged fatties have we seen on these cams break free? This lady couldn't. good news. You won't need to go to work at the TSA anymore.
That's true.
That is good news.
Yes. You know, get rid of that job. But yeah, I know people are slipping out of cuffs all the time. This poor woman. Ugh, brutal.
I mean, you know why she didn't slip out of the cuffs? Because she didn't do anything wrong, and she wasn't trying to fight it because she knew she didn't do anything wrong. She acted reasonably,
right?
Put her hands behind
It's
her
true.
back, follow directions. That's what you get when you act right, apparently. Riley and friends, thanks for the $5. I think I'd cry too if I'd fucked up that generationally. Sure.
Yeah, she knew she fucked up.
It's awful what happened to Charlie Kirk, but job lynch mobs are about the most anti-free speech thing in the world. Yep. I'm pretty sure Charlie Kirk didn't like that shit either.
Of course, yep.
So,
agreed.
Yeah. Troy Smith, $4.99. Great show Friday, boys. Awesome to see y'all. Do yourself a favor and look up Shadow Warriors, Assault on Devil Island immediately.
All right. I'll make a note. Great to see Troy. He did such a fantastic job with the posters that we had. We sold a ton of posters at the Detroit show. He had a whole, I don't think you like it, Vinny.
Why?
Because which character are you from Back to the Future?
I was Griff.
You're Griff.
Yeah.
Biff's son.
Yeah, that's right. It's a bit, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Biff's,
so.
Biff's son, or yeah. And then I had Lucy and Andy were like the other ones in the gang.
Right.
I would have been more upset if I was one of just the other non-speaking people in the gang.
Okay,
then
good.
I would have had an issue.
Okay, good. I'm glad that you liked it. I thought it was fantastic. We got to hang out with Troy a little bit on, was it Saturday night? We were there? Yeah, we were there Saturday night. He came by.
There was a lot of characters on that. That had to take a long time. Troy puts a lot of time into those.
He does.
Great
Get
job. Yourself
Troy.
a copy of that somewhere if you can at one of the live shows. All right, I guess it's time to take it home. Let's do a Scum parade, shall we?
Let's go.
It's time for us to listen to the Scum Parade with thugs and murder, drugs and jaywalking. You'll hear about a guy who fucked his dog and catch up on the news this week. I want to hear the Scum Parade. Where's the Scum Parade? Where's the Scum Parade?
Let's start out in Louisiana. This is Bobby Mendel Bester of Slidell, Louisiana, and he is a former nursing home janitor. He doesn't have that job anymore, and he's heading to prison, Carl.
Okay.
Why? Because he was a conscientious employee who tried to help out an old lady.
That's what I read, too.
Yeah. He entered the room of an unidentified woman, elderly woman, who was lying down in her bed when he was there to perform janitorial duties. He noticed that one of her socks had fallen off of her foot. Then he closed the door, shut the blinds, and began massaging the woman's foot with lotion.
Oh my God, this is getting fucking sexy, man.
Yeah,
wow,
this old woman's foot.
Yeah.
Well,
then what happened?
Well, he was asking her, she was ticklish. And then he was like tickling her feet a little bit.
Oh yeah, she's showing off those tootsies. Huh?
And then he started using her foot to masturbate himself.
Oh wow, this is getting fucking hot as hell. Wow.
Yeah. And whenever he heard people outside the door, he would stop and be like, shh, to her. And then he would keep going when they walked away.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to fuck the feet of the
You're not supposed to fuck the feet of the patients.
Right.
That's against the rules.
Yep. That's how it is in the facilities I've been to. I don't know. I assume this one as well.
Yeah, it was not consensual. This old lady really didn't know how to handle this.
Mm.
Hold on a second. What do you got? Oh, she's got her toy. Sorry. She didn't handle it well. She called the cops, and this whole fucking thing over this foot massage, 6 years of police investigations, Carl.
Jesus. Well, I'm sure he wasn't doing anything creepy anywhere else, so that's fine.
Yeah. Well, no, he was.
Oh, he was.
He was. Apparently, he was lying to realtors about pretending to want to buy a property. So he saw some hot realtor on a billboard, right? And he's like, hey, I'd like to buy this property over here. And then instead, when he showed up for that, he asked her out on a date. And she said, no, thank you. And after being rejected, he repeatedly called her and left very disturbing voicemails. For example, can I masturbate on your feet? I know you got sexy feet. Can I just suck on it or something? Bester said in these recordings. That woman reported Bester to the police, according to the release. He now faces between, you ready for this?
Yeah.
For jerking off with an elderly woman's foot, 25 to 99 years in prison.
That doesn't seem right, does it?
I don't want him on the street.
I don't either, but that doesn't seem right.
Good point. It's not great.
For the crime of foot bukkake, we sentenced you to life in prison.
Yeah. This is, I think this is Victor.
Sure.
Victor McCowie.
Sure.
He's 37 years old. And boy, is he a problem. He was, he's out in North Omaha, Nebraska. He was breaking into homes and stealing girls' underwear.
Oh, it's the Black Lisa Boswell.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I can't wait to see how entertaining his podcast is in 20 years when he gets out.
When he transitions.
After he murders a bunch of people or tries to stab people in prison. He stole underwear and clothes from from 2 different homes. The police said he touched a girl inappropriately after climbing into her window.
Yeah, any way you touch a girl after climbing into her window is inappropriate. Every single way you could do that.
The next day, he then returned to the residence, covered her bedroom in baby powder, and left her underwear and a necklace lying out.
Okay.
The victim came home. She says her bedroom was covered in baby powder, and a pair of underwear that had a white stain on the crotch was laying on her bed with a necklace.
Okay, so it was like the dog brings the bird or the animal that they found outside in for you. Like he wanted to like, here, you made me feel good, and I wanted to give you this back as a treat for you.
Yeah, I think he brought back the underwear that he stole.
Yeah, with his cumsies on it.
Yeah, threw baby powder all over the place. I don't know how fat this girl was, if he was looking for a wet spot or something. I don't know what the hell is happening.
So Adam Carolla used to talk about this, where you never want to get used to jerking off with lube or lotion, because you might find yourself in a predicament where you don't have that and you still need to be able to jerk off. So you just want to go dry so that you never get used to something that ruins a dry tug for you. This poor fucking guy has to steal panties from strangers' bedrooms in order to jerk off. That's really making it difficult on him.
Yeah. Yeah. People go down these like sexual fetish holes, man.
Yeah.
And the shit gets, at some point, I've always said the shit with these people becomes not even sexual. Like they just end up getting off by like looking at a woman's shoe and shit like that. When you're looking at someone's underwear, that's not actual sexual. That's not sexual unless they're wearing it.
Just shove a finger in your ass or something, like figure something else out, because it can't involve other people.
Good call. He was arrested for burglary in the 3rd degree, sexual assault, and he was caught because there are cameras in the house. Way to go, Victor.
No, Victor.
You horny sumbitch. Now, and what might be one of my favorite stories we've done in a while. This is interesting. We will not be bootlicking cops today. We will be talking about how incompetent they are at the jail.
Yes.
A man was able to successfully impersonate a judge to get another inmate's bond reduced, enabling his release from jail before authorities caught on to the con.
See, this guy has skills. This is a guy that I would hire to work for me. You know what I mean? Like, wow, you pulled that off? Holy shit, man. What else can you do?
You might be able to get him on a work release.
Right. All right, cool. I'll reach out.
He can make some phone calls and see if he can get himself out a little quicker.
Yeah.
Adrian James St. Roman, he's 42 years old, faces a slew of charges, including false impersonation, assisting escape, attempted simple escape, and injuring public records. He was arrested on Tuesday.
Hold on a second. I wrote that down. Injuring public records?
Oh, he probably changed shit.
Yeah,
somehow.
but injuring it, there's got to be a better word. Like changing public records would be a better word.
This is Louisiana. They still call their counties shires and shit.
Okay, yeah, I guess he
So,
injures some public records.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll heal up fine.
Their feelings were very upset.
Fuck. Okay.
The Paris Sheriff's Department said in a new release and subsequently handed the other charges for impersonating local judges. Now, the story says the authorities tell it began in April when someone called the jail claiming to be a local judge. They were able to verbally reduce an inmate's bond to released on recognizance.
Impressive.
Hello, it's me, the judge. Could you let my friend out, please?
Yes.
I think he's learned his lesson.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. The inmate, 46-year-old Demond Lynn Delahoussaye, was released on the fraudulent bond. They let the guy fucking out of jail because of this phone
That's
call.
amazing.
It was only when he appeared for a court hearing on July 17th that authorities discovered the release had been granted under false pretenses. Because this guy didn't just disappear. He went to his like court shit.
Sure.
And the judge is like, I didn't release you. What the fuck is this? So now they start looking into it. He was immediately rearrested and booked back into the jail. Now he's in jail on aggravated assault charge. Court records show that the relationship between him and St. Roman is unclear, but St. Roman was reportedly intent on continuing this deception because he attempted 2 more calls after he was put back in jail.
Okay. I have a problem with this. This reminds me of when Stuttering John prank called Trump.
Yeah.
And then they were like all excited about they able to pull that off. And they're talking on their podcast next week, like, now what are we going to do? And John's idea was, let's call Donald Trump again.
Yeah. Oh, John, what didn't come up with something original?
No, this lacks creativity. The fact that this guy decides to try to do the same thing, it worked the first time. That's cool. Move on. You got to do some new shit now.
They had to create a whole bunch of new policies to make sure this didn't happen again.
Yeah, the new policy is every judge has a super secret password now. Before I allow the bond to go through, what's the password? Bananas. Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
Mayonnaise. He has been arrested now, and his bond has not yet been set. So we'll find out. I just thought that was wild.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's a good one. Let's meet this pervert.
Yeah.
We're going up to Ontario, Canada. This guy's name is Danny Senecal, and he identifies himself on Facebook as she, her.
Sure. Why not?
Now, on Sunday, August 31st, police and paramedics were called to a home near Crowland Avenue for medical assistance call involving a young child. When emergency first responders arrived, they discovered the front door of the home showed signs of being forced open and a child suffering from serious injuries. Officers secured the scene, canvassed the neighborhood. Shortly thereafter, investigators say a witness came forward with surveillance footage, and the suspect was quickly identified as Danny over here. He was taken into custody and charged with aggravated sexual assault of a child. That's right. He broke into a house and just essayed this child.
A toddler, I believe, is the term they use in this article, right?
Yeah, the young female victim has been transported out of region for advanced medical care, but she has been declared to be stable. Now, this guy, this is the kind of shit he's putting on his Facebook page, by the way.
The Ether Bunny.
Sorry, kid. I'm the Ether Bunny. And
yes.
Make that a little smaller for everybody. Whatever. Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck?
But yeah, a lot of these creeps hide in plain sight like this. And then they just also hide behind that rainbow flag he's got on his Facebook page. Finally figured it out. I like raping children. Good for you, Danny. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, apparently the mother or somebody had kind of known this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't like a family friend, but he was like an acquaintance of the family, and he just decided to show up and fucking essay this kid, broke in and did it.
Mm-hmm.
Lock your doors.
Also, fun fact about Ontario is that because Danny says that he's a she, her, he gets to go to the women's facilities, correctional facilities.
As long as it's not the women's playground for kids.
Well, it might be. Vinny, I'm going to tell you this, all right? If and when I get arrested in Ontario, Canada, I am officially Lady K. Will you go along with this, please? I think John will definitely get a kick out of this because I will definitely say, oh, no, I identify as a woman for sure.
Others identify you as a woman, too.
Right. Yeah, there's evidence out there, so it works out well.
ASE presents, hey, Riley, what's up, brother? The Ether Bunny goes hard, though.
He does go hard, young Clippa.
Buddy Brigade for life. So we got a couple more.
We do have some more super chats on this Super Chat Monday. Has been very generous. We appreciate you being here and supporting the show.
Rocco Orby 2002 janitorial duties, more like janitorial duties.
That's pretty good, Rocco Orby.
Solid. Riley and friends, Better Call Saul looking ass shenanigans. It is. It really is. That's probably where he got the idea. Riley and friends, thanks for the $5. He didn't even attempt to do any jokes or trolling. He just conversed with Trump about regular things the guy he was impersonating would. What a hack.
Yeah, it was one of the worst prank phone calls in the history of prank phone calling.
No, don't you get it? It's funny because he got through.
Yeah, I guess I didn't get it.
It's funny because they answered the phone.
Yeah, I guess I don't get it.
No, don't you get it?
No, I guess
he
I
made
don't.
a call and he asked to speak to someone and they let him.
Turns out I don't get it. I know. There's just no getting through to me. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand your frustration.
Yeah, well, we tried. One hell of a scum parade, Carl.
All right, Vinny. Well, you know what? I hope that you have the rest of the day for yourself to get caught up on sleep or whatever it is that you need to get done today. Are you going to have a good rest of your afternoon?
We'll find out.
All right.
We'll find out.
I guess we will.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Tune into
what are you doing today?
Kaylee's channel. I'm not going to be on there, but Lucy does Dabbleverse. She's going to be breaking down. There's a lot of things been going on in this lull suit I'm involved in.
We went and had coffee Friday morning.
Yeah.
Kaylee and I were talking about some of this shit. And I am more convinced than ever that John is not paying for this shit.
Yeah. I got some weird information yesterday that I can't talk about.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
yeah, I had a long conversation with someone. It was very, very eye-opening.
Really?
Yep. Anyway, I can't talk about any of this stuff, but I'll be looking forward to hearing Kaylee and Luigi Greenberg break it down because a lot has changed even since this past weekend. I don't know if you've seen.
Well, they added Kate Meany to the lawsuit.
Yes, they did.
He has a co-counsel now.
Yes, he
Taver's added a
does.
co-counsel. What else did I miss?
Oh,
they tried to settle.
Yep, there was that.
Okay.
Yep, it's
All right.
it's getting very interesting.
Well, I
So,
look forward to the update.
yeah, I think that's 8 p.m. tonight. Tune in to
What's Over with Kaylee.
What's Over with Kaylee. Why don't you go like and subscribe and hit notify, and then you won't miss it.
Please do that. And also, folks, if you're watching this on the WATP channel, show the Creep Off YouTube channel a little bit of love. We just put up the great video of Dave Landau and Drew Lane and Carl, myself, and producer Chris doing a great cop cam at the live show. That's up.
Yeah,
And
that's
the only
awesome.
place to see it is on the Creep Off YouTube channel. So go over there and check it out. And we'll be back next week at our regular time. And you bonus content subscribers will get an episode on Friday. We'll see you then. Until then, it's nice to be important.
It's more important to be nice.
Good gear. Bye, everybody.